Hi Cancers, welcome to Ami Tarot. My name is Sharena and this is going to be your self-reflection for the week. So whenever you decide to tune into this reading, we're going to talk about what is it that will bring you your best fulfillment right now. And the relationships around you or the people closest to you, do they bring benefits, aids, and assistance to what will bring you fulfillment, or do they take you away from this? Okay, so we're going to talk about that over the course of the video, but before we get started, I want to let you know that there will be an extended version of this reading on my website, and you can watch that for free. All you have to do is click on the link down below. My cars keep hitting this candle, and I do not want stuff to get on fire. But anyway, all you have to do is click the link down below in either the comment section or the description box, and it's going to take you directly to where that article is going to be. Your original self-reflection that you're watching here on YouTube will be at the top, and then your extended version will be at the bottom. So what we're going to talk about in that reading is, first, your significant connections with other people or connections that could be significant throughout the course of the week. So let's go ahead and see what it is that we could be talking about to kind of get a preview in regards to your connections. So in regards to Cancer's connections this week, what's going on? What do they need to know and why? All right, so the only one that popped up, face up. This connection needs boundaries, Cancer. Either there is too much access, too much time, it's more like an excessive energy is what I'm getting. Like either overstepping, too much of this, too much of that, too little of this. It's like an exaggeration. It's like a taking up space. This connection needs boundaries. It needs limits. It needs restrictions in order for it to be healthy. At the bottom, someone here will reach out to you soon, or someone will soon communicate that this connection needs boundaries, that it needs some sort of disciplinary line drawn. So like if someone were to cross this line, these will be the consequences. So someone could be also reaching out to you to let you know the possible consequences if you were to, overstep their boundaries that they want to start to put in place with you. Okay, so we're going to talk about that in the extended. And then another thing that we're going to discuss is your money and or career situation, or your overall relationship to money, using this deck here. So let's go ahead and see what is it that we have for Cancers in regards to their financial situation, their money and career, job situation, or just their overall relationship with money. All right, stop overspending, Cancer. Who else had this? Another sign had this. Watch all the signs. But anyway, stop overspending, Cancer. Bottom of the deck, because this is the perfect time to invest your money, time, energy, attention, something. Again, I was saying that there is an excessiveness to whatever is going on here, whatever is being addressed, because I was picking it up in the connections section, and now I'm seeing this here in the finances. So one element of your life could be spilling over into the next, and that's why boundaries need to be drawn. So again, stop overspending, because if you were to invest your time correctly, you can really have something fruitful here, something healthy here, something good for you. Okay. All right. And then one other thing that we are going to discuss in the extended reading, we are going to ask, or not we. Well, I say we because I have a lot of Cancer energy in my chart too. But at the end of the extended version, you can have a question that you can ask right now, and we're going to answer your question at the end of this reading here with the Ask the Universe deck. And then whatever answer that you get, we're going to explore more into your question in the extended to see what else that we can get. But because this is a general reading, I can only give you a general answer because it's multiple people that I'm reading for. So I'm going to get some clues with another oracle deck to kind of see what it is that you could either be asking about, or this can give me some like previews as to what your answer is going to be at the end of the reading. Okay, so I am going to be pulling 2 decks for you, 2 clues, because I'm feeling drawn to use 2 decks. So the first one that I'm going to use is the shit that you need to hear. in regards to your question. Go to school. You will forever have debt anyway. So you might as well just invest. Hey, these two cards right here. I feel like that's related. So if you've been thinking about going to school or investing in some knowledge, maybe a good time to do so. And then another thing you need to hear. The same person you are gossiping with is gossiping about you with other people. Be careful of that. And then some other clues to what your question could be with the Mega Oracle deck. Let's see. All right, that was fast. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius. That's funny because the song that's on sounds very Aquarian-like. With the techno sounds and everything. And then let's see what's at the bottom. Some of you could also be dealing with Scorpio. Or these can be significant placements in your natal chart. So I'm going to just leave that there. Okay, so I feel like that could be for somebody specific, especially if you are an Aquarius sun or Scorpio sun, but you have some Cancer energies in your placements, or vice versa. That message could especially resonate for you, any extended. So again, if you have any question, feel free to ask, and we will be answering your question at the end of this reading here. So stay tuned, okay? So I'm going to put this off to the side for right now, along with this two here, and then we are going to start your self-reflection with this deck, the Advice Oracle. Okay. Now, before I go ahead and start shuffling for your cards, Cancer, I want to let you know that I do not read Cancer just as Sun, Moon, and Rising. I read it according to your natal placement. So we all have every zodiac sign in our natal chart. If you don't know what a natal chart is, that would be another reason to look at my website, because I would have included 2 websites that you can look at that will let you know what a natal chart is and what your natal placements are, especially if you know your birth time. So whenever you look at your chart and you see wherever you have Cancer, this is where that self-reflection reading will apply to you. So try to look at this reading with an open mind, because you can have Cancer in your 7th house, Cancer as your Mars or Venus placement. However it resonates with you, is going to be different from the next person. So again, watch this with an open mind, okay? So, Cancer, what is it that you need to reflect on this week in regards to what will bring you your best and greatest fulfillment, and anything from the connections around you that could possibly impact this, for good or for worse? All right. Cancer, practice the law of attraction, because your powers are strong right now. Your magnetic powers are strong right now. Whatever it is that you match with, that will be what you will experience more of. So let's say you're in a very happy mood, you're going to experience more things to be happy about. If you're in a pissy mood, you're going to experience more things to be pissy about. So practice the law of attraction. I feel like you're being asked to, discover your magnetic ranges, if that makes sense, And then accept your flaws and all. That makes sense. Your magnetic ranges. See what works for you, what don't work for you, so that you can teach yourself what kind of mood, what kind of setting that you need to be in and what you don't need to be in. So that whenever you come across random situations or circumstances and then you feel off, you'll know like, okay, I need to maneuver in a certain way so that my safety or that my well-being is still intact and that I'm in alignment to what it is that I truly desire for myself. So when you see these flaws, accept them and embrace them, because these are lessons and learning tools of your own personal magnetic powers. Does that make sense? I feel like it would make sense to the right people that makes sense to. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Let's go ahead and pull some tarot cards. And anything resonates with you throughout the course of this reading, Cancer, feel free to like the video, share it, comment on it. I would love to read you all's comments. And make sure that you subscribe to the channel, all right? I upload every Sunday, so make sure that you turn on your bell notifications so that you don't miss out when I upload, okay? All right, so let's see. What is it that we have this week for Cancer to reflect on? That's the 10 of Cups. upright, and then we got the Six of Cups, but in reverse. So we're gonna see what this is as soon as I can pick it up off the floor with these nails that I got on. Okay, got it. Took some work, but I got there. All right, 10 of Cups, boom. And then we have the Six of Cups, but in reverse. Some of you could relate to the Pisces reading because they too started out with the 10 of Cups. But see, you are different here because you follow up with the Six of Cups in reverse. So I feel like you and Pisces right now are in a similar setting. But the thing with you, Cancer, you have to use your circumstances to your advantage right now. Because I feel like with that Six of Cups being in reverse, bear with me, try to work, because I'm going to just give it to you exactly as my intuition is giving it to me, okay? You are the flaw in your situation. And ooh, right when I looked at the camera, it was 11-11. You are the flaw in your situation, but the good news is you're in a good situation. All you have to do is readjust yourself, which is why you're being told to practice the law of attraction. I feel like Cancer, you need to just do what you do best and adapt to your environment, because I feel like you're in a good environment. And I feel like you need to break out of this past mode of this feeling of not being able to trust and let go and relax and be in peace. Because 10 of Cups is an energy to where you are free of drama and disturbance. You have a drama-free lifestyle. Your peace and tranquility of life is a constant thing. It's your new normal. Right? And I feel like that's the kind of experience that you're in right now. But the thing is, you're not used to this being your normal because to follow up with the Six of Cups in reverse. So Six of Cups usually in reverse is like having to watch out of people who you are so-called close to being the same people that backstab you, lie on you, betray you, blackmail you, use you for extortion, or use you, manipulate you, or just, like they hold things against you in some way. Like this is drama, right? Or maybe this could be something that you do to yourself to where anytime you feel like you're not up to par in life or you're not matching up to where you feel like you should be with your goals, you kind of be your own worst critic. So you just beat down on every flaw that you can count, and you just kind of like, sulk in that sorrow and that low quality of energy that you put yourself in. But see, the thing is, you're not in that space anymore. And I feel like it's because you've been actively working to better yourself and to better attune to your emotions and to not let that be a disadvantage, but an advantage, so that you can, just feel healthy, not feeling like you always have to be in a, like I said, in a pissy state. The Six of Cups can sometimes be a pissy individual, because Six of Cups, they have children on it. So in reverse, it could be like throwing tantrums. Maybe some of you felt like you were easily agitated and that was something that you were trying to work on, building more inner peace. And you have been doing that. It's been paying off. You just have to make it your new normal. And part of that is knowing that that's not going to always, that peace, that inner peace is not going to always be concrete. It's going to shift from time to time. Okay, situations, life happens. So it's going to be up to you to accept that life is going to happen. And sometimes you're going to be flawed. But it's up to you to realign yourself and work to the best of your advantages with the circumstances that are, available to you. And then align to the best of your ability. And then boom, you bring yourself back to that inner peace. And then inner peace is then again in your waking life. Does this make sense? I feel like you have to use your waking life as your mirror to adjust yourself, to get your angles right, to get your inner adjustments with your inner divine self correct. This is just an intuitive dump here. I haven't even got your last card yet. So I hope this makes sense. I feel like there is something here that you're trying to bring into your life. it's something that comes along with this piece. Maybe some of you want a new home, new long-lasting relationships, a long-lasting connection with friends or family or spouse. Maybe some of you want to reconnect with your family. I don't know. It's something that you're trying to bring into your life here to where it brings you peace. And peace to where you can always reconnect to, even when outside circumstances are not as peaceful. You can always reconnect to this inner peace. That is what you're trying to bring into your life or reestablish. Can I get the last card, please, for Cancer? I just saw the Four of Cups, but it went face down, so I'm not going to take it. And that's crazy. It came out with the Death card, so that's funny. Because as I was thinking that, I was thinking of a phrase that my mom always tells me whenever I come to her complaining about whatever I complain to her about. And she will always say this one thing, and it used to irritate out of me, because I'd be like, Mom, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear you agree with me so you can enjoy me complaining, you know, and complain with me. But she will always go, Rena, that's life. Sometimes you just got to deal with it. Sometimes you just got to work through with it. And is that not these two cards right here? By the way, my mom's a Scorpio. And I have a lot of Cancer in me. This is a Cancer card. So yeah, by the way. Four of Cups can be an energy of like getting good advice, opportunity to see things in a different way, to feel in a different way, but kind of ignoring it, not choosing to see what's in front of you. But then we have Death energy here with changes and transformations, and usually the kind that are not always fun, the things that we rather not, you know, partake in, but we really have no choice. That's pretty much what my mom was telling me. So I feel like you could have been in the same thing, or you are experiencing the same thing, to whereas, you know, you want peace in your life, but you're not going to always have peace. So it's up to you to create it in order to have peace again in your life. Does that make sense? And that's the main message that I got from my mom whenever she always used to tell me, that's life. However you want to approach it, hey, that's up to you. You can have inner peace or you can have inner hell. Which one do you want? You know? So accept your flaws and all. And accept the flaws of life as well. Whoa. Some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, or a Jupiter placement could be dominant of yours, especially if it's in an air sign. So that's Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. Can I get the last card, please, for Cancer? All right. We got the Chariot, and that's in reverse. And that's your energy right there. That's being misdirected, not having your focus together. Try to focus on one thing at a time, Cancer. And take your time, so that you don't accidentally mislead yourself. Just take your time. Because this in reverse means that you could be easily distracted at this time. Away, right, because you have peace around you, but you could be distracted from the inner disturbance that you feel from within. So take a minute to just pause and recollect your thoughts and focus on one thing at a time, and focus on what's in front of you. What is working right now? What is peaceful in your life right now? Focus on that. And then everything else will come into clarity. Everything else will make sense. The sense of direction that you need to take will become clear. Okay? So I'm going to pause and meditate further on these cards so we can dig deep individually into each card, okay? All right, Cancer. So I want to go ahead and start with that Chariot first. Do not think that your way is the only way, Cancer. Okay? Don't let that be a reason why you try to force something. That's definitely what the Chariot tries to do, is try to barge its way down a certain road where it's not exactly paved for it. don't try to pave that road that isn't already paved for you. I feel like there's a road already meant for you to take. So don't try to forge your own right now, because I feel like you'll be misdirected, misguided. Excuse me. And don't try to justify it either. Like, I feel like that will come through unjustified means. Let me get one more of this deck. Yeah, be a leader, not a follower. Do not try to force your own narrative on a situation. Again, I feel like you're being asked to adapt to a situation and use that as a meter to gauge yourself as to which side of the spectrum you need to be on, like a compass, if that makes sense. I don't know why, but I'm getting, what animal does this? I'm getting chameleon, iguana, and praying mantis, because I keep doing this. And I know there are certain insects and animals that do this certain motion, and I keep doing it. And I feel like that's the kind of motion that you need to be in. Like, do I need to be over here? Do I need to be over here? Do I need to do this? Do I need to do this? Because I feel like you're being, again, you're practicing your magnetic powers, like how you need to adapt to a situation in order to bring forth to you what it is that you want naturally. Does that make sense? Again, law of attraction, we're talking about magical things here. So let me see. Because I went ahead and channeled those animals, I believe some of these are in this book. I've shown this book to a few of the other signs. Yes, it has a split in the middle. Don't make fun of me. But anyway, let's see. One of the ones I said chameleon. So let's see if that's in here. This is the shrunken version. Let's see. I think it's under iguana. Just bear with me, you guys. Iguana. I know it's in here. There it is. Okay. So it's underneath lizard. I'll go ahead and read all of those and then the praying mantis. So story time, zoo time. Anyway, so lizard. Okay, if you can see that. It says pay close attention to your dreams, especially reoccurring themes and images, by keeping a dream journal and meditating on their meanings and messages. The situation calls for quiet and stillness until it's time to make your move, but when you do, you need to do so quickly and efficiently. This is an especially sensitive time right now, one where you are acutely aware of sights, sounds, and vibrations. So be extra careful about who and what you surround yourself with. Meditate and call upon a deep and ancient part of you, asking to be shown a vision of your life path. Listen to your own intuition over anyone else's. Period. Okay. Now for the chameleon. This is a time to stay in the background. Be patient and not show your true colors. You're in for a very positive change in your environment. Trust that what you see with your eyes is the truth, rather than relying on what you hear or feel or what others claim to be true. Pay attention to a potential opportunity that will show up for you in the next day or two, and when it does, act on it quickly. Oh, excuse me. And be careful about getting ahead of yourself, and instead make sure you're solidly anchored before making any important choices. And then in regards to the iguana, in planning a project, be sure to break down the details step by step in order to accomplish it successfully. There are a lot of complications in your life right now, yet with intention and effort, you can simplify them at a great deal. Even though you feel mired in the mundane circumstances of your life, make the choice to climb out of them and view them from a different perspective. This is a good time to take action on something you've dreamed about doing or having, but had gotten to it, forgotten it, or dismissed it some time ago because you thought it was unrealistic. And although you have had a hard fall recently, You have to get up and keep going. Oh, okay. That's nice. And then the last one, the praying mantis. Is that in here? If not, I'll look it up. Yeah, let me just go to the index rather than just keep flipping. Yo, I don't think it got the praying mantis up in here. Yes, it do. I thought it did. All right, praying mantis. So, you could benefit from studying and practicing a martial arts discipline such as Kung Fu, Qigong, or Tai Chi that has a strong meditative and spiritual component. Make prayer, meditation, or contemplation part of your daily regimen, even if only for a few minutes each day. And listen to your instincts as to when to move forward and when to retreat. Okay? And then, excuse me, spend some time in the natural world and practice being as still as you can for as long as you can, with nothing else to attend to except your breathing. And consider redirecting your energy by withdrawing it from whatever isn't working in your life and focusing greater attention on what is working. I knew it was the reason why I had to read those animals, because I feel all of those messages relate in some way. So let's go ahead and break down each card one by one, huh? So, Ten of Cups. Again, right now you could be experiencing situations in your life to where it brings you great peace, tranquility, serenity. You have, unconditional loving relationships around you, whether it's your family, the relationship you have with yourself, your spirituality, your children, or just for the work that you do, or your friends. Some of you are experiencing more stable finances right now. So let's see what's going on with this Ten of Cups here. We're going to use the what's the tea spill. Why is the Ten of Cups here? I feel like you really need to, okay. That's what okay, so before I show you what this card is, I was going to say some of you really just need to enjoy this feeling, because some of you are psyching yourself out of it with this false twin flame. Some of you are making yourselves, are trying to convince yourself, no, this is not right. This is not the way. This is not it. This is not the person. This is not this. This is not that. And I feel like this is because you're acting out of this Six of Cups energy in reverse, to where you are expecting people to be disloyal with you, to backstab you, to hurt you, or to relive painful experiences of the past. I feel like that's how you're approaching the situation. You're making that too important. You want to watch the energy that you're walking around in right now, Cancer. Make sure that you're not in a narcissistic energy to where you're not even trying to be, but you somehow are. Which is funny, because the Six of Cups in reverse is someone who is a bit of a narcissistic individual, because they're selfish. They like to make their matters more important over other people's. So make sure that you aren't being that narcissist. Make sure that you're not underappreciating what you have right now in your life, Cancer. Because what I just heard, this is going to sound kind of funny, but don't let you be the false twin flame. If you follow that narrative, I don't really fall in line with the twin flame narrative. I'm just reading the cards, but what I'm saying is, don't let you be the flaw. And like I said earlier, I feel like you all are the flaw, or could be. So be careful that you don't create a problem where there isn't none. Again, some of you may highly resonate with the Pisces reading if this is resonating with you so far. Make sure that if you're going to give your time, care, and attention to someone, that you do it with no hidden motives. That you do it because you genuinely mean it. Otherwise, walk away. If you don't really want to be here, be with this person, especially if they're trying to give you their time, energy, and dedication, like, walk away. Don't waste time. And don't lead other people on. And don't be afraid to do this if it would mean that it'll leave an awkward taste in the air. So what? Do what's right and don't, you know, work with the energy that you actually have in the situation. Don't work out of distorted feminine energy. Fear, conflict, being hypersensitive, rejection of rationality, being too receptive, waiting for things to happen. Don't wait for things to happen, make them happen. And be honest. Okay, don't try to force things to happen. Let them be as they be, naturally, genuinely, authentically. Don't be inauthentic here. I'm picking up on something. Somebody here wants to walk away. Because they weren't the chosen one. And somebody feels like they chose the wrong one. Somebody is walking away because they weren't chosen, and they feel like whoever they chose the wrong individual, so they're walking away. And the thing is, they didn't have to, but they're like, well, shoot, if I'm not the one that you're going to pick, why am I still here? And maybe that could be the reason why someone hasn't walked away yet or told someone how they truly feel, because they want them to still be in their life, even if it's not the certain role that they wanted. That felt heavy. Okay. Anyway, moving on to the Chariot. Like I said, make sure that you don't try to force your way. Be very aware of how you're making your moves right now, Cancer, and how you're making your decisions. And then what came out is mental prison. Someone who is trapped in their head may suffer from mental illness and self-limiting beliefs. Make sure that don't justify an unrighteous way of attaining something or going in a certain direction or making a certain approach to something. Be a leader, not a follower. Don't follow the easy route to where you get what you want selfishly. Take the well-earned route, if that makes sense. Woke. Again, be aware of these thoughts and your reasons for going in certain directions and making certain decisions. Being aware, knowing what's going on in the community, in the humanity, or with yourself. Okay. All right. So to go ahead and conclude, because we're already at 33 minutes and we ain't even started your extended yet. So, all right, let's see. We're going to pull from this deck here. Divination of the Ancients. If anything resonated with you so far, Cancer, feel free to like the video and share and subscribe to the channel and turn on your bell notifications so that when every Sunday I upload, you won't miss out. Okay? So, in regards to Cancer self-reflection, what do we have for them in conclusion? What do we have for all Cancers in conclusion? We have, that's perfect, aura, observation. Isn't that not the perfect card for this reading? You'll see why. I'm about to read it. Okay, so it says, wake up to what's really going on around you. Take a good long look at yourself and at others, for all is not what you have painted in your mind. There are underlying reasons for certain people in your life acting as though they have your best interest at heart, although they are actually not always sweetness and light. This wake-up call serves you well and asks you to look at the areas of your life where you can improve things. Deep investigation into situations you have previously skimmed over. Become the observer. Watch and learn. Notice every detail in a person's mannerisms and energy, and soon you will be able to determine the bigger picture in all that you witness. Observe well and the subtle truth will emanate clearly for you to determine. As I take a look around, things aren't quite what I once found. The veil has lifted, eyes are bright, observing all with my new sight. Always ask the question, is this for my highest good? You will witness something important. Become more aware of signs and symbols that Spirit brings to you, such as the ones in the animals and the insects and everything. Try to see the good in others, and you have a gift for sensing and seeing auras. I mean, you are a Cancer, so I mean, like, you're one of the most, if not the most intuitive sign out of the whole entire zodiac. But anyway, so in regards to your self-extended readings, again, to remind you, we're going to watch this over on their website. So in regards to your significant connections with other people, this connection needs boundaries. It needs more limits, restrictions, and limitations. And somebody will soon reach out to you and let you know this and be like, hey, this is the line, don't cross it. And if you do, consequences. All right. And then in regards to your money and career situation, you have stop overspending, because this is the perfect time to invest. And then if you had that question in the back of your mind, now is the time to bring it to the forefront. Okay, some clues as to what it is you could have asked about, or some mini answers. You have, go to school. You will forever have debt anyway, so might as well invest in your knowledge. And then the same person you are gossiping with is gossiping about you with other people. And then you also could have been asking about an Aquarius or an Aquarius placement, or a Scorpio or a Scorpion placement. Especially Scorpio. Definitely seeing that. So let's see, what is your answer? It's to be determined. It's to be determined. Okay, Cancer? So that is what I have for you in regards to your self-reflection. I really hope that resonates with you. And again, in regards to your extended, you can watch that for free on my website. Just click the links down below. But if this is where we end, again, I hope you like the video and that you come back next Sunday for more self-reflections, okay? So until next time, bye.